Good afternoon, students. In last session, we have studied about chapter 3 Excel till topic formula, and we have done last topic auto sum. Today we are going to start with next topic, and next topic is relative, absolute and mixed referencing. Referencing means to say refer any value to any row or column. So referencing could be of three types: relative, absolute and mixed referencing. Relative referencing, calling the cell by just their column or row label, is called relative referencing. It means call the cell with their name. That is relative referencing. Call the value with their name. It is called relative referencing. When a formula has relative referencing and it is copied from one cell to another cell, so in that case exact copy of formula is not created. It will be changed the cell address, like we are copying the data from column A2 to B2. So the value of A2 to B2 will be changed, or either we are copying the formula from A2 to A3, so automatically the value of A2 will be changed with A3. Like take an example, it will be changed cell address relative to the row and column to which they moved. Like take an example, when the formula in F2 is copied and pasted into F3. When it is pasted in F3, the formula in F3 will appear D3 multiplied by A3, while it is in F2 D2 multiplied by A2. So it is relative. Relative data will be picked from the column. Next is absolute referencing. Absolute means to say to take the exact value. To prevent the cell address to change, in this no address will be changed. A dollar sign is placed before the column or row location in the formula, and the value will not be changed. Either cell is changing, either cell is not changing, and the reference become absolute and they will not change when they are getting copied. Like if the dollar sign makes this an absolute reference, now cell A2 will be remain constant in the formula, because before A2 we have written dollar sign D2 star $A $2. It means the value of cell A2 will be constant for every value, it will not be changed. And next is mixed referencing. Mixed referencing, it is a combination of relative and absolute. Some values will be changed and some value will be fixed. Now come to next part, that is function. What is function? The built-in functions are called function. The user have to provide the cell reference or address only, and these are called arguments of function that are given between a pair of parentheses. Generally two things are there, formula and function. One example is there, like if we are writing equal to, if we want to add the value of cell D1 to D10, then we can write by two methods. First method is equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3 up to D10. This is a formula. We have written each value, afterward it is getting added and result is generated. But a shorter way to use the same formula is called a function, and the function name is sum. Every time function has some name, like we have written equal to sum. Sum is the name of function, D1 is the starting value and D10 is the last value. So difference between formula and function is that function will shorten the value that we are writing in formula, and several other functions are also there. Like some function we have done, it will add all the values in the cell range, like sum 1 A to A4. It will add all values from A1 to A4 and give result. Next function is average. Average function will return the average of values. It means it will calculate the addition of all values and divide by number of values. And max function will provide the maximum value, which one is in the list. Like here it is written equal to max A1 colon A10. It means it will search the value that is maximum between colon A1 and A10. And minimum will find out the minimum value between the colons. It returns the lowest value. And count function will count the number of values, how many values we are counting. We are using 7, 8, 9, 10. Like equal to count A1 to A10, it will give the result 10. Next function is COUNTIF. It will count the value with the condition part within a limit or within a range. Like they have written equal to COUNTIF, range and criteria. An example is given equal to COUNTIF A1 colon A10, comma greater than 80. It means where value is greater than 80, that will be calculated from a range A1 to A10. And sum if function is calculate the value of addition with condition. If value is greater than 80, then calculate the sum. And in this formula, the range of A1 to A10 range the marks of 10 students, and criteria is specified in double quotes. Now next is spell checking. Spell checking, checking for possible spelling mistakes and then confirm each correction. To spell check all of the sheets in a worksheet, select the review tab, proofing group, click on spelling option. And the most important and last part is here using charts. How to do the charts? Charts, what is chart? Chart allows to present data entries in the worksheet in a visual format using a variety of graph types. And before making a chart, firstly we need to enter the data in a worksheet. And component of charts are title is there, subtitle is there, legend is there, category, axis title, value axis title. So everything can be assigned to the chart when we are creating chart with the help of worksheet. There are a number of components of chart. Number of components are chart title, a title given to the whole chart. X-axis title, it will tell the x-axis data range. Y-axis, it will tell the y-axis data range. X-axis category, this is the category of data which have been plotted, and these are taken from first column or first row of your data range. And y-axis, this is data range marked to plot the data series. And data labels, the value of data series plotted. And legend, it specifies the color, symbol and pattern used to mark data series. Now types of charts are there. Afterward two more are there. Tick mark, the mark that are used to show the scaling of x-axis and y-axis. And grid line, it displays the line at the major intervals of x-axis and y-axis. Now chart types, multiple types of chart can be created with the help of worksheet. Like first one is column chart. Column chart, they compare distinct item. In this chart category, axis, horizontal and vertical values are presented in x-axis and y-axis. And it is important to keep the number of series in a column chart to a minimum. Second type of chart is bar chart. It compares different item or show single item at different interval. It is similar to column chart, except that the chart value axis is horizontal and category axis is vertical. Next is bar chart. Compare different item or show single item at different level. Next chart is area chart. They show the relative contribution of each value to a total over time, from starting to the last year, like from 12 to 15, what is the progress. Line chart, these charts are useful to compare the trend over time. Next chart is pie chart. This chart show the proportion of each part value to the total value in a day. Pie charts are used to show the proportional sales figure or representation of different categories of population, like worker, non-worker, male, female. And next part is how to create a chart. For creation of chart, firstly create the worksheet. After that, select the cell containing the data for creating the chart. Which part you want to use as a chart. It means include the data label. Choose the insert tab. Click the column button in the chart group. A list of column chart subtitle types appear. Click the clustered column chart subtype, and a clustered column chart is created, and the chart tool context tab appears. And apply a chart layout. click the chart tool become available. Select the tab, choose the design tab and click the quick layout button in the chart layout, and afterward add the label whatsoever you want to give to x-axis or y-axis, and change the style of chart. It means a style is a set of formatting option. Style can be used to change the color or format of chart, which type of color we want to present in a chart, and move a chart to a chart sheet. By default, when chart is created, Excel embeds the chart in an active worksheet. However, the chart can be moved to another worksheet or to a chart sheet. And change the chart type. Any change can be made to a chart that is embedded in a worksheet. And last one, save and close the file. This is all about your MS Excel part. Thank you. Have a nice day.